we are going to do just some repeat after me movements. I'll be facing away from you, but you should be able to see my back and also my reflection in the mirror. On y va! Commence avec les orteils. Pied droite. Et gauche. Et droite. Let's do some heels. Let's go back to those toes. Pied gauche. So slow down, that's brush and heel. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3. Keep it up and up, up. Play around with different ways to slide. Do some improv straight out. Up to you. All right, I'm going to put on another song, and we're going to be stretching our feet, our legs, but also parts of our upper body, because even though it's soft shoe, we've still got our whole body involved in this. So again, follow me. Si vous voulez faire des modifications au mouvement, c'est à vous, c'est vraiment juste pour s'étirer un peu avant qu'on avance dans la choré. Let's do this one. Commence avec les chevilles. It's a good balancing one as well. Et deux gauche. gentle twist here. So with our whole body, we'll spin to face the back. And we'll face the front once more. Arms again, breathe in, go up. As they come down, our whole body comes down with it. To one side. And we come up. And all the way up again. Same thing, both arms. And down. One side. Coming up. And we'll shake it out a bit. And we switch. Oh, I thought there'd be an extra flourish. There wasn't. All right. Cool. Laisse-moi savoir soit dans les commentaires, or you could always, raise your hand. Who here is familiar with the soft shoe step? Il y a des gens qui le connaissent. Couple people yes, several people no. Great. Well, the first thing we're going to do is to go through the soft shoe step together. If this is something you already know, then I would suggest to do it along with us, but focus on trying to make each of your sounds even and equal. So we're going to start all together. We're going to start with the weight on our left foot, right foot in the air, and we're going to drag and step. Drag, step. And actually, let me rewind for a moment. We did some brushes and drags in the warm-up. I didn't say their names, but we've got brushes that go forward and drags that go back. So in this step, we're starting with a drag. Drag, step. Brush, step, step. All together. Drag, step, brush, step, step. Two more times. And drag, step, brush, step, step. Last one. Right foot. Drag, step, brush, step, step. Great. Fun part, we're going to reverse it. On commence. Notre poids sur le pied droit, pied gauche dans l'air. Oh, oh, here we go. Drag, step, brush, step, step. One more time. Drag, step, brush, step, step. Last one. Drag, step, brush, step, step. Excellent. We're going to loop those two together. So we'll do one on the right, one on the left, one on the right, one on the left, and we're going to keep going. Hope, hope, here we go. Brush, step. Oh, that was a drag. Drag, step. Drag, step. Drag, step. Drag, step. Drag, step. Two more. Drag, step. And drag, step. So the pattern for our soft shoe is one on the right, one on the left, and then our next bit. Our next bit looks like drag, step, brush, step, brush, step, brush, step. So rather than switching directions, switching feet, we're really staying on that one foot. Let's break it down. So we've got this drags. Drag, step. Yes. Drag, step, brush, step, step. Now this time with the left foot. Drag, step, step, brush, step, step. So really staying in place. All of that to get just that bit slow-mo looks like drag, step, brush, drag, brush. One more time with me. 6, 7, 8. Drag, step, brush, drag, brush. Tiny bit faster, just that bit. 6, 7, 8. Drag, step, brush, drag, brush. Yeah. Let me know if you ever want to see anything again in the comments. I'll be checking every so often. That helps me see what works, what's needed. Right now, we're gonna loop all of that together. I'll do it once. You can watch the first time, or you can dance with me that first time. So I'll do it maybe 3 times and join in when you'd like. Here we go. Whole thing together. 2, 4. I can't count today. Hop, hop, and bump, bump. Drag, step, brush, drag, brush. All right, second time. Hop, hop. Here we go. Drag, step, drag, step, drag, step, brush, drag, brush. Yeah, getting better. Okay, last time. If you haven't done it with me yet, do it with me this time. 6, 7, 8. Brush, drag, drag, step, brush, step, drag, step. Yeah. Ça va? Excellent. Now, we're going to do this on some music and feel it out a bit. We're going to stay on the right foot. Yes, before we do it with music, we'll break it down once more and then we'll pop it back on. So this is starting on the right foot. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. Drag, step, brush, step, step, and drag, step, brush. So same thing. And here's our longer one. Drag, step, brush, drag, brush. What helps me remember the third one is that my right foot is staying in place. It's my left foot that's doing all the work. So we're going to put on some music, do it a few times through together. So we're going to do it at halftime of this. If you're an experienced dancer and this is something you're really familiar with, go for it at full speed. 6, 7, 8. Once more. Pull, pull, pull. And we go. Drag, step. Drag, step. Drag, step. One more time. Half time. Here we go. Drag, step. Drag, step. Yeah, nicely done. We're gonna flip this and start on the left foot. So try it with me. We're gonna go all together. 5, 6, 7, 8. Drag step, drag step, drag step, brush step, drag step, brush step. Yeah, one more time, same thing. 6, 7, 8. Drag step, drag step, drag step, brush step, drag step, brush step. Last time. 1, 2, here we go. Drag step, brush step, drag step. Yeah. Bit of a mind twist, but it gets easier. Now, the reason that I wanted to do the soft shoe step with you tonight was one, because it's sort of indicative of using the soft shoe to do tap movement and tap gestures. So it sort of aligns itself with that, but also because I want to experiment with slides a bit. And what we can do is we can add a slide onto the very beginning of this step, and it's really satisfying. So let me show you what I mean. We have 5, 6, 7. We can have a nice big slide that goes across our body to start this step. Even if you're not getting all of the bits of the step in between, try this slide at the beginning because it's so satisfying. We're going to do the slide 3 times. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, slide. Bump, bump. Let's try it on our left. Same thing. Nice big slide at the beginning. 5, 6, 7, hoo. Bump, 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 bump. We're going to be adding in lots of slides throughout. And that's our very first one, and that's going to be the first step of the routine as well. So let's do it one time on the right and immediately go into one time on the left. If this is your first time doing tap, I know this is a kind of challenging step to start out with. So don't worry if it feels like a lot. The next movement we're going to go into is, we've got sort of more levels involved in that one. So if this is a lot for you right now, that is totally fine. But try getting that slide right at the beginning on our right foot and our left foot. Let's hit it with some music. That's faster than I want. That's faster than I want. Yeah. Acapella one more time, just for good measures. Starting with the slide on our right. A 5, 6, 7, slide. Bump, 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 bump. Slides coming up on our left. Up, bump, bump. Yes, that was everything connected. Kind of awkward to do the second slide in there, but I thought we'd just put it in for fun. One more time. 5, 6, 7, slide. Bump, 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 bump. Here's our left foot. And slide. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, well done, everyone. Grab some water if you'd like. Water at any time also works.
I had no idea that's what you call a slide in tap. Like, that's not what I think of a slide in tap dance, but it's super cool and I want to do a bunch of them.
That's the word I've been using. I'm actually not sure if it's technically correct. Kira, let me know if there's another word that we use commonly.
I don't think there's really a word for it, so using slide is an accurate description. Awesome. I notice you're also doing the chug, which is nice. I like that.
Yeah, so I'm dropping my heel And that gives us an extra sense of the beat there, like a nice little pickup to the beginning of a musical phrase. I'm going to circle back to this later on, but for now, let's move on together. We're going to go into the next bit, and there's more slides coming. So we'll do some repeat after me. With the weight on the left foot, you're going to pick up the right and brush, tap, brush, tap. For those taps, I'm staying on my toes and I'm shifting my weight. Brush, tap, brush, tap. 6, 7, 8. Brush, tap, once more. 6, 7, 8. Brush, tap, brush, tap. One more time. Brush, tap, brush, tap. Last one. Brush, tap, brush, tap. It's important that we keep that left heel raised because the next thing we're going to do is drop it down, and we're going to use that to make a nice sound. There might be a small white fluffy dog that comes in intermittently. Her name is Flurry. Yes, she might join us. We'll see. So we build on that. Brush, tap, brush, tap. We're going to drop the heel. Hello, Puppo. And then with the right foot, brush, drag. So that brush drag motion is altogether what we call a shuffle. And we're going out and in, nice and small under our body. So if we're on our toes, we're going heel, out, in. Out, in. In rhythm, that sounds like bum, 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 bum. Oh, you are not happy, Puppo. Give me 1 minute so that I can get her up to a family member who can maybe take her out for a walk. If you have questions, great time to ask them, get some water, and I'll be back in a moment.
Well, friends, I can also entertain you in the interlude by telling you that you can get more information about the classes on our website, and all the information if you want to make a contribution to Cat's Corner. That's on our website, Cat's Corner on the schedule. And the music she was playing was called Skunk Hollow Blues by the Candy Jacket Jazz Band. And yeah, it's amazing. The whole album, you can get it on Bandcamp. Maybe I can link it to you right here. The Candy Jacket Live, I think it's called. I was really hoping that, what's her dog's name? Flurry, that Flurry would go like around her legs, like in the Eleanor Powell clip we shared the earlier. I was really hoping for that, but you know, maybe we'll work on those tricks.
Okay, we have returned. Great. We're going to keep going from here. So we have brush, tap, heel shuffle. We're going to do another heel on the left, heel click. A click happens when you take your toe and you put it in behind your other leg. When we've got tapped shoes on, that actually makes quite a clicking sound. But if you listen to what it sounds like this, it's pretty light, and that is fine. Be very gentle with it. Altogether, that looks like brush, tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Let's just do that second half, heel shuffle, heel click, a couple times in a row. 6, 7, 8, heel shuffle, heel click. One more time, heel shuffle, heel click. Weight on your toe, and heel shuffle, heel click. Let's add on the first bit, brush, tap, 6, 7, 8. Brush, tap, heel shuffle, and click. Yeah, nice. 2 more times with me. 6, 7, 8. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Last one. 6, 7, 8. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Let's do it once more together, and I'm going to go on. 6, 7, 8. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Super slow-mo, but what we're going to do is take the right toe and drag it out in front. It's going to sound something like. And then we got 2 claps. In rhythm, that sounds like. For any more advanced dancers, you can take out the claps and instead put in a heel toe moving to the side. Take a look. So I'm moving heel, toe, still in that swung rhythm. So take your pick, either the claps or the heel, toe. Whole thing together. We're going to do it on the right, and then we'll go immediately into it on the left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Bum, 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 bum. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Drag it out, bum, bum, ba. Yeah, nice. In terms of where my weight is sitting, when that drag is happening, my weight is completely on my the foot that's on the ground, so the foot that's not dragging. So when we've got da dee da da da, my weight's all the way on my left here. Bum, bum, bum. You'll notice that I get that second sound, the sound of my right foot sort of snapping forward. That's from my ankle just giving a nice little flick, but it's very gentle. So do something that sort of works for you. And again, it doesn't have to be loud because we're in soft shoe. We just want to get that nice effect of drag and a stop of the sound. Let's go again with the right foot and left foot back to back of that step. 5, 6, 7, 8. Brush tap, heel shuffle, heel click. Bum, 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 da, 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 da. Brush tap, heel shuffle and click. Drag it out, bum, bum, ba. Yeah. If anyone wants an extra challenge, we can add something fancy onto the slide. Looks like this. So I'm using that heel to get 2 sounds out of it during the slide. I'm keeping it in the swung rhythm. So if I were to say it, it would be bum, 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 da, dee, da, da, da. We had a great question about the second heel. So this is bum, 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 bum. First heel, second heel. Even though my weight is on my left foot here, I'm almost doing a bit of a bounce. Bum, 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 heel. If I were to do it without my right foot, you would see my whole body moving up and down. That's what's helping me get that second heel. Great question. We're gonna do the whole thing from the top. So this is the soft shoe step on the right, then on the left, then we've got the step we just did on the right, step we just did on the left, choose your own adventure as to how you want to slide. 5. Oh, and we start with that massive slide. Make it big, make it beautiful. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, slide. Bump, 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 bump. Here we go on the left. Bump, bump, drag, tap, hope, new step. Bump, 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 heel shuffle, heel click, drag, and 1 and 2, hop, 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 and shuffle and click. Bump, 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 bop. Yeah. One more time, same deal. Hope, 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 hope. Here we go. Bump, bop, bop, bop. And 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. Bump, bop, drag, tap, hope. And 1 and 2, and shuffle and click. Tap, tap, shuffle and click. Bum, 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 and 1 and 2. Let's put it on some music. It's gonna speed up a bit, but that's the challenge. Ready? Hop. Well, 1, 2, 3. Press tap, and shuffle and click. Nice. We're gonna do it again. And 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, slide. Second half, brush tap, and shuffle and click. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are we feeling with it? 1 being like, this is a really big challenge, I'm getting only a tiny bit of it, and 10 being like, easy breezy. Great. So I'm going to give you some modifications to make it more accessible or more challenging. And if you have any questions, this is also a great time to ask me, hey, can you go over that a little bit more? Before we do, I've got 1 bit of choreo left, and it's a fun one because it also uses slides and it feels so good. So we're going to take the weight on the left, put the right foot in front, and just drag it back. Ba-doom, ba-bum. 2, 3, 4. And then the same on the left. Drag it back. 2, 3, 4. We're going to add a little exchange in between the two. And a 1, 2, 3, 4, ba-bum. And that's going to lead us into 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you want to see that exchange once more, we're here. 3 and 4. And I have 2 steps, a right, left. Right, left. That left, I'm going to really stomp it because that's leading into the drag. Let's do this on some music. we're gonna loop it again, you know, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 on the left. Nice job. So when I was playing around with slides, I found that there were 2 different ways I could make this move slide. And I want you to see if you can hear the difference. So here's option 1. 5, 6, 7. And option 2. 5, 6, 7. Take your pick as to which one you like better. I think they're both fun. And what I love is that that's something I don't actually get to hear in tap shoes, but when I'm in soft shoe, I hear the difference a lot more clearly and I feel like I can play around. So take your pick and we're going to do right, left, right, and a left on music. Same thing this time, you get to choose what you're doing with your arms and your hands. Got an idea? Here we go. Uh-huh. Oh, oh, hey. Let's keep going. Nicely done. So I'm going to turn on that song again. We're going to go from the beginning, just so we all got it in our head. We've got our soft shoe step, our brush tap, and shuffle and click with that slide coming out the back. And then we're going to wait 4 counts where it's just up to you to groove out, and we're going to come together on the step that we just did there. So we'll do it once together, and then let me know if you've got any questions. Volume. Six, 5, 6, 7. Brush tap, brush tap. Now 1 and 2, brush tap. Groove out. Here come the slides in front. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. And that's it. That's it. That's the whole thing. I wanted to circle back to that soft shoe step, the first step. I want to give you an alternative if it's feeling really challenging right now. Here's a simplified version that you can try with me. So we're going to take out that first drag tap. Instead, we're going to go step, brush, step, step. So we got step, brush, step, step. And then off to the other side. Left step, right brush, step, step. Step, brush, step, step. Step, brush, step, step. We keep going. Step, brush, step, step. Drag, brush. One more time, same thing. Starting on the right. And step, brush, left, right. Step, drag, brush. Try it on the left. And step, brush, right, step, brush, step, step. Step, brush, step, step. Drag, brush. Yeah, nicely done. I hope that offers another alternative. So again, very much choose your own adventure style. Please let me know in the chat if you've got any questions. We are going to put on the tune and dance that routine through a couple times. If anyone here is familiar with the Nicholas brothers, ils étaient deux danseuses de tap super formidables. Puis durant un documentaire, eux, ils ont dit que ben, pour nous, oui, ce qui arrive avec nos pieds, c'est important, mais aussi ce qui arrive avec nos mains, c'est vraiment important. So I encourage you to think about, well, what am I doing with other parts of my body? So if this is feeling really strong, what happens when you make a really intentional choice with your hands or your whole upper body? If this is lots and lots of information already, then don't worry, you're doing great. Yeah, so the rhythm of the soft shoe step, if we're to scat it, I'm going to do it a couple times through. Join me when you're ready. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Bum ba 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 bum bum ba 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 da da ba da da ba da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. Once more. Ba ba da da dum. Ba ba da da da. Ba ba da 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 da. Last time. Ya bum ba da 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 ya da dum. Ga da ga ya dee da da dee da ba bum. I'm going to put on the song again. I'm going to try to dance at halftime, and let's see how that feels together. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. That big slide. Bum, 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 bum. And to the left. Here's our second step. Bump up and shuffle. Big drag and a 1. Left foot and huge drag here. 2 claps. And groove out. I like fishtails, but go for whatever you'd like. Let's do the next section regular speed. I think we got that. 6, 7, and a slide. Last one. Hop, hop, hop. Hey, grab some water. Let's continue. We're going to do it once more with the halftime and go from there. 5, 6, 7, 8. Second step. Brush, tap, heel, big slide, and a 1. Brush, tap. Oh, I'm on the wrong foot. Nope, I'm good. And a 1. Oh, ha. Let's do that last step. Here we go. 1. Beautifully done. That's a really fun exercise and totally worthwhile to try things at halftime and at full time for all sorts of different reasons. Now, in the last few minutes, we're going to go through it at a regular tempo. I'll do, first time through, I'll do the sort of intro level version, and then I'll do the more complex version the second time through. So we'll just keep looping it through a couple times on the song, and yeah, have some fun. Five, 6, 7. And we go. Whoa. One more time. And a 1, a 2, shuffle. One, 2, 3. Go. One more time from the top, 2, 3. Brush tap, shuffle and click. Brush tap, brush tap. Last time. Woo. We'll breathe out till the end. Lots of sliding. Yeah, well done everybody. Oh, félicitations, trop bien fait. We got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. So any last questions, let me know. If not, we'll put on the song and just dance it out to the very last moment. Yeah, so when I'm at full time, that transfer of weight usually looks like a hop. So I'm hopping onto my first foot after the drag. Incorporate that if you'd like. This is our last time through. We're just going to do it 2 times. 5, 6. Here we go. Get ready. And that slide. 5, 6, 7. Ready for the second time? Here we go. Beautiful job, everyone. Félicitations. C'est tout pour le cours ce soir et merci bien pour avoir nous rejoigné ici pour du soft shoe. Thanks again to Kat's Corner, and Megan, if you're still there, feel free to pop in with any other information, but thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Megan. Yeah, if you want to make a contribution to Kat's Corner, you can do that on our website, catscorner.ca. And if you just want to keep practicing this step all week, I find that the tap classes that I get from my teachers on Fridays, like Kira and Megan, last me for weeks because I keep practicing over and over. Alors, vous avez la chance de faire ça. Merci d'être venu, les amis. Thank you for coming. I'm going to turn off our